ॐ वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणम् तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरो वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। अल्पाक्षरम् असन्दिग्धं सारवत् मुखम्
अल्पाक्षरम् असन्दिग्धं
सारवत् मुखम्
अस्तोभम् अनवद्यं च सूत्रं सूत्रविदो विदुः।
अस्तोभम् अनवद्यं च सूत्रं सूत्रविदो विदुः।
उक्तानुक्तदुरुक्तानां चिन्ता यत्र प्रवर्तते
उक्तानुक्तदुरुक्तानां चिन्ता यत्र प्रवर्तते
तं ग्रन्थं वार्तिकं प्रागुः वार्तिकज्ञा मनीषिणः।
तं ग्रन्थं वार्तिकं प्राहुः वार्तिकज्ञा मनीषिणः।
अयुन्
अयुन्
ऋलुक् ये ओङ् ऐ औच् हयवरट् लण् न्यमगणनं जभै घटदश जबगडदश खफ छठथ चठतौ कपै शशसर हल् इति माहेश्वराणि सूत्राणि अकुगविसर्जनीयानां कण्ठः
अकुहविसर्जनीयानां कण्ठः
इचुयशानां तालु
ఇచుయశానాం తాలు
ऋटुरषाणां मूर्धा
ఋటురషాణాం మూర్ధ
लृतुलसानां दन्ताः
ఋతులసానాం దంతాః
उपोपद्मानीयानाम् ओष्ठौ
ఉపపద్మానీయానాం ఓష్ఠౌ
यामाङ्गणानां नासिका च
న్యామగణనానాం నాసికా చ
एदैतो गोकण्ठतालु
ఏదైతోః కంఠతాలు
ओदौतोः कण्ठ ओष्ठम्
ఓదౌతోః కంఠ ఓష్ఠం
वकारस्य दन्त ओष्ठम्
వకారస్య దంత ఓష్ఠం
जिह्वामूलीयस्य जिह्वामूल्यम्
జిహ్వామూల్యస్య జిహ్వామూల్యం
नासिकानुस्वारस्य
నాసికా అనుస్వారస్య
राम sorry let's stop that and skip this इदमस्तु सन्निकृष्टं समीपतरवर्ति च एतदो रूपम्
ఇదమస్తు సన్నికృష్టం సమీపతరవర్తి చ ఏతదో రూపం
अधसस्तु विप्रकृष्टं तदिति परोक्षे विजानीयात्
అదసస్తు విప్రకృష్టం తదీతి పరోక్షే విజానీయాత్
संहितैकपदे नित्या नित्या धातुपसर्गयोः
సంహితైకపదే నిత్యా నిత్యాధాతూపసర్గయోః
नित्याः समासे वाक्ये तु सा विवक्षामपेक्षते
నిత్యా సమాసే వాక్యే తు సా వివక్షామపేక్షతే
संहितैक पदे नित्या नित्या संहिता within a padam. That shloka, you know, it is there in the document, previous document. Now this is the next revision. I mean, revision means more sandhis are added. So this helps to, in fact, you know, for other people who have joined now, have not joined before. For them also, just it's helpful to pick up, you know, the sandhis which they have not studied. This is a revision of the previous document. Revision means it's not that I do it. Slowly I add more and more sandhis. All sandhis cannot be taught, you know, in one shot, not possible. Slowly. So, like we started with Yan Sandhi, then Guna Sandhi, Dirgha Sandhi, in fact, like that slowly. Then exceptions, etc. So this is an now extended version of the previous document, and this has got further extension like that. So up to 8 versions are there, which can almost cover all the, you know, sandhis. But I won't say that is final. Of course, the other will come, that in context application that we have to see. Savarna Dirgha Sandhi, you know, when Ak is followed by Savarna, both will be replaced by corresponding Savarna Dirgha, right? Then Yen Sandhi, Ik followed by a Savarnaj. No one should have doubt with regard to these Sandhis, right? Guna Sandhi, Avarna followed by which letter? Chitraji. Avarna followed by Asavarna, that is Ik letter, right? Then both the preceding and succeeding is replaced by which letter? Prakashji.
O.
Guna letters.
Guna letter, corresponding Guna letter will replace. And Vriddhi is an Avarna followed by H. Both will be replaced by corresponding Vriddhi Varna. This also we know. This is Vriddhi Sandhi number 2. We saw this already. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes.
It is there. This we will see application in Lang Lakara in past tense. As an example, we will see later. But anyway, it is here. We are going to see past tense after Lat Lakara. Lat Lakara will go for some time. We'll do exercise on that and Lang Lakara. So this rule you can remember. Application we will see later. And one example is given for Lang Lakara. It has got many applications in Lang Lakara. You will see this application of this. We have seen this, Sandhi, right? Before. In the previous document, it is there.
Yes, we have seen it.
Okay. Anyway, just I will explain this. Ajadi Dhatu. Dhatu means, we know. Dhatu verbal root. Aupadeshika Dhatu. Atideshika Dhatu. Those terms and all we saw. Dhatus which are taught by Panini Maharishi through the Dhatu Patha is called Aupadeshika Dhatu. Dhatus which are derived. Dhatus not in the Dhatu Patha. By adding some pratyas to the dhatu, derived dhatus. Those dhatus are atideshika dhatus, extended roots, verbal roots. What are maybe dhatu? If a dhatu begins with an ach, with a vowel, ajari dhatu, right? Suppose in a given context, given operation, it gets art. Art is an agama. You know what agama is? Agama is addition. Agama is nothing but an addition.
Like a
It
friend.
just joins with this stani. Yes. Adesha replaces agama, gets added to the stani. And you can distinguish the agama by the ith letter. Takara is ith letter. Art. Art means not in the art. Art. Now, no, not that. Here, takara is ith letter. So, therefore, this is a
It,
agama. This will be added to the beginning placed. Stani is there. So, beginning of the stani. So, here the stani will be the dhatu, ajadi, dhatu. So, beginning of the dhatu, the agama, art will be, when art is there, not art is added, okay. When art agama comes, there we say that a plus the ajadi dhatu. Ajadi means vowel. Could be a, e, u, r, l, a, I, o, any letter. Then this art, that a plus ach. What will happen? A when followed by a or a, savana dirgha sandhi, right?
Yes.
it will take
Supposed to
Vriddhi.
happen, but it will take vriddhi. But in the case of avarna, you don't see any distinction because a is dirgha as well as vriddhi, right? A, the letter is, it is dirgha as well as vriddhi. Therefore, we cannot distinguish. So, atagama, for example, I'm just writing. Atagama comes for the dhatu at, for example. At is a dhatu. We will see at dhatu. The a plus at both will be replaced by at is a dhatu. Okay, this is a dhatu. Don't take the taka. This is a dhatu. And this is atagama. The takara is here. It is ith letter. So a plus a both will be replaced by corresponding.
Vriddhi.
What is the vriddhi letter?
Ah,
So we should call it a vriddhi. So now the dhatu becomes art, something like that. Okay. Suppose if it is not dhatu, is suppose if it is in dhatu. One dhatu is in gatau, e. Then dhatu gets art agama in a given operation. What may be the operation? Don't worry. But we are not interested. When art agama comes, what sandhi will apply? content of art is a, the vowel. So when vowel is followed by another vowel, sandhi will happen. Now a plus e, what's supposed to happen? Generally.
Guna Sandhi.
But here, Guna Sandhi we have seen, and why we are saying this? Because this is an exception. A plus e is a. If it is of art agama, then what will happen?
Vriddhi will happen.
That is what the rule
No.
says. But the a plus e, what letter?
I.
I.
Vriddhi will be the replacement, right? So like that.
Yes.
Understand?
Okay.
So this art agama will come in the case of lang lakara past tense. Past tense lang lakara, you will see art agama coming. I have taken one dhatu from the sixth conjugation. Sixth conjugation, we saw dhatus divided into 10 conjugations. We are seeing only the first conjugation now. The sixth conjugation is Tudadikana dhatu beginning with the Tud dhatu, whose Gana Vikarana is
Sha.
Sha. Content of Sha is a Sarvadhatuka Pratyaya, content of Sha is A. Fine. Now we are doing Lang Lakara. Lang Lakara Pratyas is Takara. The dhatu is Ish dhatu. Parasmai Padi dhatu. And Pratama Purusha Ekavachana Pratyaya is Takara, which we will learn later. Don't worry. Right? So what pratyaya, this and all you can easily understand. Takara, what pratyaya is this? Sarvadhatuka pratyaya. When a Sarvadhatuka pratyaya follows a dhatu, then
Gana Vikarna comes.
Guna Vikarana.
Gana Vikarana comes. The term as has come here. So Ish dhatu. Ish means to desire. Aham ichchami, I like. You say, right? So
Yes.
dhatu comes. Gana Vikarana comes. And we are doing past tense. When you do past tense, art agama will come for the ajadi dhatu. Those are some piece of information that you need to remember. We will see in detail later. We are interested only in sandhi. We are not interested in lang lakara at all here. So then what will happen? A plus E. Guna is supposed to happen, but since the agama is A is of art agama, therefore A plus E, vriddhi will happen. A plus E is I. Then the shakara is replaced by chakara. One rule is that we are not interested in that. Then but here, how this happens, we know. When chakara follows a short vowel, when tukkagama will come, we have seen that. Anyway, if you don't remember, that also is fine. So many excuses I'm giving. If you don't remember this, it's okay. If you don't remember, remember at least what is to be remembered. Huh? How many excuses can be given? All these, this I have taught you. Tukkagama will come, then just two will up. Chartam will happen, the Stuttam will happen, and then Chartam happens. By that, that Chakara has become Chakara. All those things we have seen. If you don't remember, it is leave it. No problem. So then ich plus Sha. It cannot cause Angakarya because this is Sarvadhatuka Pratyaya, fine, but it is not with this point also.
Yes.
We saw, but we will see it further later. So now vriddhi happens, join everything, just addition. Aichat, finally get desired. So here the point is, sandhi is what is important. A plus E. This A is of the agama art, then vriddhi will happen instead of guna or savana dirgha sandhi, whatever sandhi. This is an exception. That is why the sandhi we call vriddhi sandhi number 2. Number 1 is what? Number 1 is just vriddhi sandhi. Avarna followed by H letter vriddhi. This is number 2 vriddhi. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Another
Yes, sir.
Another example also is given for r dhatu, rich dhatu. This is also sixth conjugation. Therefore, Gana Vikarna is Sha and etc. Lang Lakara. Dhatu, Ajadi Dhatu, Atagama comes. Now, A plus R. A plus R.
R
What's Sandhi? Not R.
plus
R.
Vriddhi
Right.
will happen. Therefore,
Vriddhi.
R Chat is the form, Lang Rupam of Rich Dhatu. So that is the example. Okay. So, exception to, please note, when Atagama is there, and when it is come, then
Yes.
Vriddhi will happen. If the
Sure.
following is a vowel.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
This is one. Vriddhi number 2. Then Vriddhi number 3. This also we saw. It is there in the previous version. What is that? Upasarga. Upasarga meaning?
That which comes before dhatu.
Prefix.
Yes. Prefix, which comes before the dhatu. And if the upasarga ends with avarna, a or a, followed by a dhatu beginning with a rikara, a plus r, what's supposed to happen generally?
Generally
R.
good.
Guna Sandhi will happen.
Guna will happen. But
I
here, if avarna belongs to upasarga and rikara is the beginning of the dhatu, then vriddhi will happen. Just another exception. Therefore, vriddhi sandhi number 3. Example, upa plus richati. A plus r is supposed to be ar, but R, because avarna of the upasarga followed by dhatu beginning with rikara. Rikara or rikara, whatever it is. So vriddhi will happen. Upar chati. You have to remember the exception. Okay. So remembering the exception is remembering the general. If you remember the general alone, don't remember the exception, then it's a problem. You will get ashuddha rupam. That is why exceptions have to be remembered. Exceptions are important. Remembering the exception is remembering the general rule. There are so many exceptions are there for vriddhi. This is second one we saw. Similarly, pra plus rachati, prarchati, not prachati. This we have seen, this sandhi also. I won't emphasize too much on this sandhi. Just all these are the sandhis are there, piece of information only, just to know it. If by practice you will remember it, even if you don't remember, document is there, just to see, remember, understand, that's enough. But Vriddhi Sandhi you must remember, okay? Vriddhi Sandhi, that art, agama sandhi, that you must remember. That because they are important. Then the next one, this is what we are going to see. This is another exception. I would say this is also not important. Understanding is important. Understand and you forget, that's okay. Not understanding and forget, and not understanding, there's no forgetting. Not understanding is not recommended. Understand and forget, it's okay. Yeah. Even forget, and because you have the document, you can always refer. That's what I mean. Okay, but understand what it is. Just that knowledge purpose. This is another exception. What is the exception? This is not there in the previous version. Everything cannot be given in one shot. That's why slowly exception, more exception. You'll see more exceptions for Vriddhi. Here you see, but it has got some connection with what we have said before, not without any connection. Here also we say avarnanta upasarga. What is the meaning?
Sarga ending with a varna.
Varna.
As we said before, right? Upasarga prefix ending with the letter akara or akara. The previous one, with this and the number 3, we saw followed by what dhatu? Rikaradi dhatu, right?
Yes.
Now here we say followed by rikaradi dhatu, but it is not dhatu, nama dhatu. What is nama dhatu? Just know what nama dhatu is. That's enough. We are not going to derive it. It is not possible also what it is. I know there's derivations and all. Nama dhatu is a dhatu which is derived from a pratipadikam. It means from a pratipadikam also we can derive a dhatu. You see? Therefore, how many dhatus are in the language? You cannot count it. You can count the stars. You cannot count these dhatus because you can derive your own dhatu. From any pratipadikam, you can derive a dhatu. Possible. They're called, that is, from a pratipadikam, if you derive, it's called nama dhatu. See, a dhatu can be derived from a dhatu. Possible. A dhatu can be derived from a pratipadikam. Yes, possible. And that dhatu is called nama dhatu. All these dhatus are atideshika dhatus. You remember the word atideshika, dhatus which are derived. This is the also derived dhatu. Only thing is the derivation is done from, from a pratipadikam. They are called nama dhatu, otherwise called sup dhatu also. Sup means what? Pratyaya. Means subanta. Padam. Sup dhatu. We call. Sup dhatu, nama dhatu, both are same. Okay. So in contrast with the previous one, here it is rikaradi, nama dhatu, sup dhatu. Then what we say? Purva and para. Purva is avarna letter at the end of the upasarga. And para letter is rikara of the first letter of the dhatu, nama dhatu is rikara. Rikara. Both will be replaced by corresponding vriddhi letter, and that is optional. That which was mandated here, the previous one, is given an optionality here. You follow?
Yes.
Therefore, pra plus rishabhiyati. This is a dhatu, kriyapadam. Rishabhiyati latlakara. Derived from a dhatu, rishabhi. Rishabhi is a nama dhatu. Derived from the pratipadikam or a subantam, rishabha. Rishabha is bull. So rishabhiyati, the meaning becomes rishabhiyati. It means a person desires rishabha for himself. Something like that. In that meaning, the dhatu is used. Okay. So now, we are not interested about how it is derived and all. Just note, rishabhiyati, derived from a dhatu. Now, pra plus rishabhiyati, what's supposed to happen in general and what happens here? Pra plus ra will be
Prar.
ar. It should be
Yeah,
prar.
typically, yeah.
Not, yeah, prar. Ar will come. Gunasandhi. A
Prar.
plus r. Both. A here and r, both will be replaced by ar. Right?
Yes, sir.
Gunasandhi. That will happen. Or the Vriddhi Sandhi also can happen. A plus r will become or prar. So
There it is
prar
exception to-
shabhiyati, not exception. This is apavad, optionality. Not exception. Where is it? Exception
But all
to
these are
what?
exception. Yeah, all these are exception to the Guna Sandhi or Vriddhi Sandhi.
Are this is this is not exception, but all these are whatever we are seeing. They are exception to Vriddhi Sandhi. Vriddhi Sandhi happens. Among the Vriddhi Sandhis, the Vriddhi is given an optionality. Okay.
Okay.
We are seeing all Vriddhi Sandhi only we are seeing. Vriddhi only happens, right? So here
Vriddhi
Vriddhi is
happens.
given an optionality. Where is Guna Sandhi then here? No. Nobody we
No,
have seen.
exception. Exception to the Guna Sandhi.
All
See, if
these
it
are,
is- it
we
should
cannot
be-
say
it should be-
exception. No, we cannot say exception to Guna Sandhi. Exception to whatever Sandhi.
Yes.
Because Art Agama we say exception to Savana Dirgha Sandhi also. So it is exception to the whatever Sandhis you know.
Yes.
You cannot say Guna
Yes.
Sandhi.
Yes.
It could be any Sandhi. Savana Dirgha Sandhi also. Art Agama suppose come for At Dhatu. A plus A becomes A. That is not Dirgha, it is Vriddhi. Therefore, exception to Savana Dirgha Sandhi. And this is some exception to Guna Sandhi. So it is exception. That is, Vriddhi Sandhi will happen. But here in this case, what happens? Vriddhi is given an optionality. So applying Vriddhi Sandhi, pra plus r, that is A plus r, join the last letter of the first word and the first letter of the fall. Don't bother about what other letters are. We are not interested. Just because Samhita is between the letters only. So A plus r, both are replaced by R. Therefore, prar shabhiyati. The vriddhi is optional. In the absence of vriddhi, guna will apply. Prashabhiyati. Vriddhi abhave gunaha bhavati. So what was mandated is given a choice only for rikaradi namadhatu. That is important. Namadhatu. Similarly, upa plus likariyati. Don't worry what the dhatu is. This is something for the sake of example. Upa a plus lu. Lu is also what letter? Ik letter. So a plus ik. Avarna plus ik letter. What's supposed to happen generally?
Guna.
But here guna, vriddhi is vriddhi, which is guna is also can be there, vriddhi also can be. I mean, not both simultaneously. Optionality is given. Upa plus lu becomes upal kariyati vriddhi sandhi. In the absence of vriddhi, you can do guna also. Upal kariyati. So vriddhi sandhi is given an optionality. When vriddhi is not applied, if you want to apply guna, you can do it also. So we have choice. That is why va, the sutram itself is there. Va means optionally, vibhasha. Okay. The sandhi is not important as I said, just know it. Avarnantu pasarga followed by rikaradi namadhat. Previous one, avarnantu pasarga followed by rikaradi dhatu
Dhatu.
only. Rikaradi dhatu, any dhatu, but not namadhatu. This dhatu could be a derived dhatu also, possible. Why not? But in derived dhatu, you will not have rikara anyway. Therefore, you can safely consider this dhatu is aupadeshika dhatu, dhatus of the dhatu pata. Whereas here, rikaradi nama dhatu which is derived dhatu, adideshika dhatu. Nama dhatu meaning dhatu derived from a pratipadikam. Okay. So, we are given an optionality for the vriddhi sandhi. In the absence of vriddhi, guna will happen. Just know, understand the example, it's enough. Then we have many exceptions, but all these exceptions are put together in the form of one vartika. That alone I have explained here. Aksha plus Ugini, what's sandhi generally? General.
Akshohani.
Akshoni.
A plus U, what's sandhi? Chitraji, Guna. But guna happens. We have this word in the Mahabharata, Akshohini, right?
Yes.
How many Akshoginis Pandava had and how many Akshoginis
Army.
Kauravas
Yeah.
had?
Yeah.
Akshogini is a unit.
7 and 11 respectively.
Number of-
So many are there, right?
Only.
Akshogini is it's a unit. It's a unit. The number of infantry, number of elephant riders, there is a calculation is there. So 21,870 Ratha, 21,870 elephants riders are there. Then 65,016 horse riders and infantry also, some 1,09,000 something. So all this constitute one Akshogini. So like that, total number of Akshoginis are on both sides, 18. Among them, 11 on the Kaurava and 7 on the Pandava side. Akshogini, right? But Aksha plus Ugini, Akshogini only we get. But in the language,
Yes.
we have Akshogini.
Show.
Akshohini iti, vriddhi a plus u, both are replaced by vriddhi. So this Panini Maharshi, for this one word, he has to write one sutra. He didn't write. Panini Maharshi has skipped it. Then Vartikakara what says, no, you have skipped this word, how it is derived, we have not told what Sandhi has applied. You have not told, not the derivation, Sandhi part. It says, you have not told, that also to be told. That Vartikakara says. Whatever Panini Maharshi has not told, that is what we chanted. Ukta nukta duruktanam chinta yatra pravartate. Ukta, what is said? What is said is modified with the Vartikakara. Or anukta, what is not told, that also Vartikakara will tell. This is not told by Panini Maharshi. The word Vartikakara tells. Aksha, Akshad, Uginyam, Upasankyanam should be enumerated. One. When Aksha Shabda is followed by Uhini Shabda, then both will be replaced by Vriddhi, not Guna. Therefore, this is Apavada too.
Guna Sandhi.
Guna
Guna
Sandhi.
Sandhi. For one word, one Vartikam. Similarly, we have another Vartikam is there, another exception. When Swa Shabda is Akshogini, the word is important because we see this word, in the Mahabharata and Gita, Bhagavad Gita, we don't see this word, but we should know the number of, the army units on both sides. So that it is, the story it is discussed. And these words are not important, just to know it, just for knowledge sake. When Swa Shabda is followed by Ira Shabda or Irin Shabda, okay, only this particular word, beginning with what letter? E. Similarly, E. Swa is a Purva Shabda, ending with A. A plus E. E. What's supposed to happen? A plus E.
Yeah.
Guna supposed to happen, but
Guna
here
Sandhi.
Vriddhi will happen. That's why it's exception. Swa plus Iraha, Swairaha. Suppose if I give this as an example, in our homework, you should write Swairaha, not Sweraha. Before knowing this Sandhi, you would have written Sweraha, that's okay. But once you know this Sandhi, come across this rule, then Swairaha, Swairin, Swairini also. This is Srilinga, Swairini, Swa plus Irini, Swairini. For this word also, Vartikakara says, Vriddhi will happen. Similarly, another one, again, this is not important, just to know. When pra upasarga is followed by these words, Uga Shabda or Uda Shabda or Udi, all these are Shabda words, Yesha or Yeshya, then you can see pra upasarga ending with A, and these words beginning with U and or Ye. So A plus U supposed to be O, but Vriddhi will happen.
Pro.
Au. Therefore, pra plus ugaha, praugaha, apavada to gunasandhi. Pra plus udaha, praudaha. And here, the beginning letter is A. Pra plus A supposed to become A plus A is what sandhi? Anyone?
A plus A.
What sandhi?
I.
Vriddhi.
Only.
Not Vriddhi. It means you don't remember what you have
Pre.
learned.
Prech.
Oh.
A plus A. What
Oh.
sandhi? Pra plus A, in fact it is.
Pressure.
No, it's pra plus A. Jite, you gave that example, so it will be yeah,
Pararupa sandhi.
Although-
Pararupa sandhi already we have seen. It is there in the previous document. It is there in this document. Comes later. We have seen pra plus A. Pararupa sandhi. Where is it? Pararupa sandhi.
That is
Here it is. No.
just about this.
Apavada to pararupa. Yeah.
This is.
When upasarga ending with avarna followed immediately by a dhatu beginning with yang letter, right? Then what happens? Both purva and para must be replaced by pararupa. Have we not seen this before? We have seen, right? Upasarga ending with avarna followed by a dhatu. Upasarga, here a is pra, followed by a kriya padam beginning with ang letter, a or o. A plus a supposed to be
Pre.
I Vriddhi.
I vriddhi, but vriddhi will not happen. Pararupa will happen. Therefore, prejate, pra plus o, pararupa happens, not vriddhi, not prau, not praushati, proshati. Upa plus a, not upai layati, upe layati. This is pararupa sandhi, exception to vriddhi sandhi we saw. Now, exception to this exception, back to vriddhi. That is what here it is given. Exception to Pararupa will fall under what
Vriddhi.
category? Vriddhi only. Here pra is there, followed by Yeshaha. Yeshaha. These are, these are Pararupa, beginning with the yang letter. Therefore, beginning with the yang letter supposed to be Preshyaha. No. It will be Pararupa. Beginning with, what happens? Apavada to Pararupa will be
Preshaha.
Praishya.
Vriddhi.
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 will be Vriddhi. Apavada to Pararupa will be Vriddhi. Back to Vriddhi only. Vriddhi is Utsarga. Apavada to Vriddhi is Pararupa Sandhi. That's what we saw, Pararupa Sandhi. And here Pararupa is will not apply. Therefore, Apavada is negated, mean back to Utsarga. Therefore, Praishyaha, Vriddhi will happen. That's why within bracket I have written Apavada to Pararupam. Pararupam, we should know what it is. See, Guna will not happen. Guna, pra plus A, pra plus A, Vriddhi Sandhi. Vriddhi will not happen, therefore Pararupa. No, Pararupa will not happen, therefore back to Vriddhi. Understand? When Vriddhi is negated by Pararupa, then Pararupa applies. That is for Avarnanta Upasarga followed by Dhatu beginning with A. Now here we say Vriddhi will apply. It means Pararupa is negated. Therefore, Praishyaha. Don't apply Pararupa Sandhi. That is why Bhattikara says, Panini Maharshi has not mentioned this. This also should be included in Vriddhi Sandhi category. That's why Panini Maharshi, the Bhattikara has added, Katyayana has added these are some of the words. Okay. As I said, understand how the Utsarga Apavada operates. I won't expect you to remember all these sandhis and all, but understand this. Understanding is important.
These words are appearing in Vedas.
Now in the language also appears Praishaha Veda. In language also it is there. Akshohini, Svairini and all it appears in language. Okay.
Mahabharata.
So understanding is important. How these all these are interconnected, entwined, it's important. Apavada to Vriddhi is Pararupa. Pararupa itself is suppose if it negated, then come back to Vriddhi. Where else will go? You have to apply some sandhi, right? So come back to Vriddhi. That's what Bhattikara says. Praishyaha, Praishaha iti. That's within bracket I have written clearly. You must not have doubt. Pra plus U Guna is supposed to happen. Vriddhi happens by this sutra. Pra plus A, Pararupa supposed to happen by this rule. Vriddhi will happen. And Vriddhi Sandhi number 5. Again, this is all not important. Only for few words. Please know. Because Bhattikara says, therefore we need to study. When Pra, Vatsara, Kambala, Vasana, Rina. These are the Purvapada. These words are ending with, see, I have given all the words, okay. Words ending with
Akara.
So, of these words followed by the Shabda Rina. Rina means debt. Rina is a Shabda. Rina. Plus what's in the generally
Guna.
happens? Guna.
Guna.
But here what will happen?
Vriddhi.
Vriddhi. So for pra plus Rina will not be prarnam. Prarnam. Vatsara plus Rina, it will be Vatsararnam. Kambala plus Rina, Kambalarnam. Vasana plus Rinam, Vasanarnam. Dasha plus Rinam, Dasharnam. Rina plus Rinam, Rinarnam. Okay. Then Vriddhi Sandhi number.
Where do you get R as a Vriddhi letter?
Where you get R as the Vriddhi letter? You're asking a basic question. Those are the Vriddhi letters which we saw, right?
Yes.
What are the Vriddhi letters?
A-I-O.
I?
A-I-O.
A-I-O. Those are the Vriddhi letters. Come on, huh? You
Ah,
cannot say like that.
R also.
What about R?
R also.
All.
Huh? What about R? Coming to the basic again, huh?
I'm sorry.
See, those are the okay. What to do? I'll explain again.
I-O.
Make this clear. Yes. Again, the basic thing I'm teaching. You're not supposed to keep on forgetting and then learning again the same. To understand all this, what are the guna letters?
A-A-O.
O, R,
A-O. Sorry.
R and L not there.
Yes, sir. Yes.
If it is there, then why not for Vriddhi? Huh?
All are
Why not for Vriddhi? Even though actually it is A, A, O only. R and L I added. Okay, I remove that now. And Vriddhi letters are A,
I,
I, O.
O.
These are the letters, guna letter and Vriddhi letter by definition.
Yes.
There is no R and L or R and Al. But we add this. Why? Because, please see, when Avarna is followed by, okay, when guna will happen? When ik letter follows, following Avarna, right?
Yes.
Avarna. What are the ik letters?
E, U, Ri,
E or E, U or U,
and Dirgha U and Hraswa
Rukara R, then
Hraswa.
Lu, Rasva and Dirgha, right?
Yes. No, no.
Hraswa alone. There is
Yes.
no Dirgha.
Thank God you are awake. I'm happy. How is that Dirgha is not there? Nobody asked. Not there. So A plus E, both the four combination possible. A plus E or A plus E, A plus E, sorry, A plus E or A plus E, whatever it is, both, the Sandhi contest, Guna Sandhi, both will be replaced by
A.
A, not A. We don't have short A. A, you have to say.
A.
Similarly here, Avarna plus Varna.
O.
Oh, what about here? Both
R.
should be replaced by, according to the rule, Guna letter.
Or.
R.
Sorry. Sir.
Both should be replaced by Guna letter. சொல்றான் நீங்க R ன்னு என்ன அர்த்தம்? R. How can be R? R is not a Guna letter at all. It's a Vriddhi letter. We have got only these three letters are there. Only one of them should replace both. The given context, Sandhi rule. Which one you will take? Which one you will take? Tell me. The word here, there is a word ending with Avarna and the word beginning with the Ravarna. So the rule is when Avarna is followed by ik letter, both will be replaced by corresponding Guna letter. Guna Varna.
R.
Why R? How from where R comes? Both should be replaced by Avarna preceding, Ravarna succeeding. Both should be replaced by Guna letter. Can we take A? A is Uchchara Sthanam.
Kantatalu.
Where is Talu here? Any Talu letter is there? Therefore, A cannot be the choice. Ruled out. Among the Guna letters, A, O, A is ruled out. What about O? What is Uchchara Sthanam? Come on, tell me.
Kantosh.
Oshtham.
Kantosh.
Kanta Oshta. Oshta,
Kanta.
Oshtia factor is there. Is any Oshtia letter here?
No.
Yes or no?
No, no.
No. Therefore, Okara also cannot be the right candidate for this. What
Upper
about
Visarjana.
what is
Kanta.
your Ucharana Sthanam
Yes.
of
Kanta letter is there.
only Kanta. Here also we have Kanta. But in addition, we have Rikara is there. I told one rule. Whenever Rikara is also replaced by A, E, or U, that is these three, any one of them, we can refer to by the Pratyahara. What Pratyahara covers A, E, U?
An.
Hmm.
An. And referring to the smaller one, please see. And referring to
Yes.
the smaller one. And
Yes.
A, E, U. Whenever Varna is replaced by an letter, Repa will be appended to it. This we have seen. Therefore, Repa comes Ar. That is why Ar also, I told it as a Guna letter. I mean, not really as by the rule. For the beginners, we can understand Guna letters are Ar. Similarly, when Lu is the Al. And here R, here Al. This is the reason. Understand? Yes.
Yes.
Where is Sugashji? Disappeared.
No, no, I'm just.
Yeah. Understand now?
Yes, yes.
Whenever Rivarna is replaced by, this is a paribhasha, this is the rule. Wherever you see Rukara, Rivarna replaced by an letter, un referring to, don't take un to be Ayun Rulaki Ayo Chayavarata, not that un. A,
Yes.
E, U,
Ayu.
the smaller one.
You.
Whenever un letter replaces Rikara, here the un letter is, that A is a Guna letter, which is un, replaces, that is the right candidate for both. It doesn't have any extra thing. Only Kanta is here, therefore that is the right candidate we have to choose. Then Rikara also is there, therefore what to do? And whenever un letter that here Akara replaces both, then for the Rikara also replace to show that we add the element Repa to it. So by a rule. Okay. Understand? Therefore, Ar. Similarly, if Lu is there, then it will be
Al.
Al. The same case with the Vriddhi also. Avarna followed by H letter, it will be Vriddhi, right? Avarna followed by A or I, both will be replaced by the Vriddhi I.
Ayu.
Avarna followed by O or Au, both will be replaced by
Au.
Now, Avarna followed by H letter, where is Vriddhi? Huh? That condition doesn't occur in the case of Sandhi. So don't worry about that. In the case of Sandhi, we don't see R and all. But R and all are there in some other place, not in the case of Sandhi. Because for the case of Sandhi, the following letter must be H letter. Then our Varna can come. That possibility is not there in the context of Sandhi. You got it?
Yes.
Yes, makes sense or not?
Yes.
But R is there. Where R is there? Somewhere R is there, that we will see. Time will come, that time we will see. Therefore, now you know R and Al also, Guna, R and Al also. That is why here the Vriddhi letter will come A plus R. Now here itself it is there. Why we should see? Now A plus R, both should be by a Vriddhi letter. What are the Vriddhi letters?
I, Au.
I, Au. Here we cannot replace by I or Au. The only possibility is A. Therefore, R. Here itself, example, R. Context has come here. I thought context will come later. Here itself, in the exception itself, we have R as the Vriddhi Adesha. Understand?
Yes.
Therefore, Prarnam, Vatsararnam, Kambalarnam, Vasanarnam, Dasharnam, Rinarnam. Just note this, that is enough. Next one is, okay, that also I will do. That is in the case of compound. You can just note that. You don't know what compound is. I mean, some knowledge is a compound. I taught you. I taught you means Samasta Padam, two words can combine, become one word, and we can decline. That much knowledge is enough. That's enough. There is one particular compound called Tatpurusha, and we have Tritiya Tatpurusha, third vibhakti, third case by which compounding is done, and the compounding is Tritiya Tatpurusha. When now Avarnanta Purva Shabda, meaning Purva Shabda ending with the letter A, is followed by a Shabda Rita. It's only for this Rite. When Rita, the word follows Avarnanta Purva Shabda, Rita, the word beginning with R, Avarnanta, when we say ending with A, so A plus R or A plus R, what's supposed to happen?
Guna supposed to happen.
But it will not happen. Vriddhi will happen. That's what this sutra says. Both will be replaced by Vriddhi. Example. That is only in the case of Tritiya Tatpurusha compound. Sukha plus Rita. Sukha plus Rita. Sukha is a Purva Shabda. Rita is a Para Shabda. Now we are compounding. We are making it into a one word. Samasta Padam. Sukhartha is a compound. It's a Samasaha. Get a new word and it can be declined. Sukhartaha, Sukhartau, Sukhartaha. And the compounding is done. Tritiya Tatpurusha, Sukhena Rataha. Sukhena is Tritiya vibhakti of the word Sukha. Sukhena Rataha is the explanation of the compound Sukhartha. Sukhartha means what? The Vigraha Vakya will say that Vigraha Vakya explanation of the compound Sukhena Rataha. Here Tritiya is therefore it's called Tritiya Tatpurusha Samasa. That much you understand, it's enough. In the case of Tritiya Tatpurusha Samasa, the Purva Shabda ending with Akara, the Para Shabda following Akara, Vriddhi will happen, not Guna. A plus R becomes R. That is the example. Now another counter example is there. Counter example. Yes.
What is the meaning of Rita?
Rita is, Re means to go. So Rita means he goes happily, that meaning possible. Okay. So Parama plus Rita. Here it is not Tritiya Tatpurusha. It's a different type of compound. Karmadaraya Samasa. And here also A plus R is there. Purva Shabda ending with A, Para Shabda ending with beginning with R, A plus R. But this is not Tritiya Tatpurusha. This is Karmadaraya.
Therefore, no R.
Therefore, there is no R, just Guna Sandhi only will happen. Paramartaha iti. This is not important, as I said, because we should know what Samasa is, and among the Samasa, Tritiya Tatpurusha, Karmadaraya. So we don't know what it is, but just I have written here for your understanding. Karmadare Samasa and Tritiya Tatpurusha Samasa. In the case of Tritiya Tatpurusha Samasa, Vriddhi Sandhi will happen. In the case of other, no Vriddhi, that means Guna will happen. That is the rule. Just understand that much is enough. This is Vriddhi Sandhi, number 5. Okay. Okay, all Vriddhis are done. And some more will come, not all. Sorry. This extra, all these are extra. I won't expect you to remember everything, but certain important words you remember. That is enough. Okay. So Vriddhi Sandhi and it's Apavada and Apavada to Apavada back to Vriddhi Sandhi. So that is what it is. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes or no? None of you?
Yes.
Okay. As I said, don't focus too much on this. These are all only for our information. Okay. But words you can Whenever you get time, just go through that, so that suppose if I give suddenly, in somewhere, this as an example to test you. So you should be smart enough to, identify this as the apavada, the to other sandhi, vriddhi sandhi will happen. That much should know. That is enough. And when we apply, then it becomes, this get registered in the mind. Fine. So that is a new sandhi which I taught for the next version. I will continue. Pratyaya Shivasotrani Adesha Agamas
Pratyaya
प्रत्यया शिवसूत्राणि देशा आगमास्तथा
Dhatu Pato Ganapata Upadesha Prakirtitaha.
धातुपाठो गणपाठः उपदेशा प्रकीर्तिताः
Oh, okay. Anyway, no problem. We'll do this. Some Sandhi example I thought of doing and then going to the next topic, which we are seeing in the last class. Parasmay. Okay. Just some example and then all these for only for recalling what we have learned. Tata plus apramanakam, what Sandhi?
First,
from one, then
just one. Tad.
That's it.
And
After
Melanam.
that, yes.
Melanam only.
So tada pramanakam.
Pramanakam. Dig.
Dik plus madhye.
Dig.
Just one. And
Yes.
then
Hmm.
Anunasika.
Very good.
Yai plus yes.
Therefore, Gakara, you say your letter replaced by Anunasika of the following. Anunasika letter follows. Therefore, Parasavarna, Purva Savarna.
Yes.
Anunasika letter. Right? So, Anunasika of the Purva letter, which is Gakara, Kavarga letters, Anunasika will replace. Therefore, Ding, Madhye.
Thing Madhya.
Punaha plus Ayati.
पुनरायति
Punarayati.
Don't do Ruttam. We cannot do. Why?
स्वाभाविक
It is Swabhavika Repa. It is Punar, not
Punar.
Punaru. Punar. Therefore, just Melanam only. Punarayati. Right? Hare plus A. Hare is not a Padam. This together makes a Padam. Okay. Sandhi is a must.
Ayadi.
Haraye.
Haraye. Ayadi.
Yes. A is replaced by I. Arai. Arage. Saha plus Eva.
Sa eva.
Sa eva.
Sarga becomes.
Yakara yakara.
Yakaradesha.
Yakara.
Yes. Taha plus Eva.
Ta.
Eva.
Visarga is there is Ru, preceded by A, followed by Ash letter. Therefore, Yakara se lopaha, optionally. I'm writing only that form which is used. Optionally is Ta Eva, Yakara can remain and then do Meranam, but I'm not doing that because this is what you will see in the text. Brahman plus Atithi.
Padanta Nakara.
Brahmana. Nascha padantasya won't be possible here because it's not chow.
Not followed by Chow. Therefore, you cannot apply that.
Can't apply.
So, Brahman.
Padanta
Okay. A
nakara.
Brahman should be, make it as this, as a compound like this. That's okay. Then A Brahman, Atitihi, something a sentence. Okay. Then anything happens here?
ब्रह्मतिथि
Just Melanam, right?
Yes.
Yes or no? தெரியலையே பகவானே. சந்தி என்னப்பா சந்தி 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 சிரிக்குதே பகவானே. ஞம், this is nakara.
Just
ஞமுட்டாகமா சந்தி, not melanam.
Ah.
When followed by chow, chow followed by yam, then we can say nakara will become ru, etc. When followed by vowel, then be alert. Don't do melanam. When followed by a consonant, depending on the consonant, if it is chow letter, then ru, etc. will happen, or if it is followed by, chavarga letters, shakara, then shuttam is possible. If chattam is not possible, chuttam is possible. Now here followed by a vowel. And this is nam pratyahara letter, preceded by a short vowel, followed by a vowel. Therefore, namuttagama will happen. So Brahman plus Atiti itself we can take just, or Brahman to Atiti itself. Okay, anyway, it doesn't matter here. Okay. So Brahman, then Nuttagama comes, Brahman Atitihi. Should come like this. You are not remembering Namuttagama Sandhi. Brahman is Padam. Yes, Nakara is at the end of the Padam. Okay, Sambodhana, even if you take it. Brahman Atitihi, right?
Same.
So
Next same.
Namuttagama Sandhi, don't do Melanam. What does Namuttagama Sandhi says? Nam letter at the end of the Padam. So Brahman is a Padam. Preceded by a short vowel, followed by a vowel. Then following vowel will get corresponding Namuttagama, that is in this case Nuttagama. Therefore you see doubling of Nakara. Right?
Yes.
Marandache, very good. Tasmin plus Eva.
Same.
Yamuttagama.
The rule is that Nam letter should be preceded by a short vowel. That is a rule. If it is preceded by a long vowel, then you can say Melanam. If it is preceded by a long vowel, then you can do Melanam. If preceded by a short vowel and followed by a vowel, then Namuttagama will apply. Tasmin Neva.
Doubling of Nakara.
Tad plus Japaha.
Chutvam followed by Chatvam.
First to do Tad
Tajjapaha.
Japaha,
Then Chutvam. Tajja.
Tajjapaha.
Taj Japaha,
Then Jashvam too.
very good. That has to be applied. Then Taj Japaha you get. Don't forget that. Jashtam too, because Jal followed by, there's no space on this. Jashtam too also is applied. Pratyakshena anumitya. Pratyakshena, very difficult sandhi.
Savarna Dirga. Savarna Dirga. Pratyakshena
Then why do you wait? You should tell immediately. Pratyakshena numityava yastupayo na vidyate. That's a definition of Veda. This is Sainacharya's sentence. Edam vindati vedena tasma vedasya vedata. So pratyakshena nu mityava anumiti is anumana. Yog eshaha plus shuraha.
Yogesha.
So Visarga followed by shar letter. Therefore, Visarga can remain optionally. This is what you see in the text. Or you can replace by Shakara, Yogesha Shuraha. Sakara will come and then Shuttam will happen. Okay. Tat plus Mangalam.
Jashvam one.
Tad Mangalam.
And followed by this Anunasika letter, the here letter replaced by
Corresponding Anunasika letter.
Mangalam.
this. You can do. Therefore, you can get
Tanmangalam.
Mangalam.
If it is at the end of the padam, then it is optional, right?
Pratichyate.
It is optional if it is at the end of the air letter at the end of the padam. Saha plus uchyate.
Sochate.
Sochate. Come on, huh?
Sa
Sochate means I have to think. I have to sochate. I have to think whether to continue or not this on the topic, huh?
Uttam was doing
Sochate.
no. Sauchate.
Hmm. That not Sandhi becomes like a dog's tail. You have to know it. What sa uchate? Important, huh? Sa uchate only.
Sorry.
Yaha tu upaya apayaha. Yastu upayo na vidyate. That's a shloka only. Tasmad vedasya vedata. What is yaha plus tu plus apayaha? Hmm?
Yes. Vakara.
Yastu,
Yastava
not apaya.
apaya.
It is
Yastava
upaya. In the word, in the shloka, it is upaya. Anyway, it's apaya also fine. It's okay. This is not connected to the shloka. Yeah, what's Sandhi? Yaha plus tu?
Yastu.
Yes.
Yastu.
Two
U plus upayaha.
Upaya.
Upaya.
Yes. What's Sandhi? Very difficult Sandhi, right?
Yastava.
Yastu upayaha. Devaha plus api. Another 4.
Deva plus
Vapi.
Deva plus
Deva.
api. Yeshaha plus gacchati.
Esha gachati.
Esha.
Yesha gacchati.
Esha gacchati.
Yesha. Make it Rasva. Yesha gacchati. Titikshu plus imau.
Titiksh. The Ukara will be replaced by Av.
Replaced
Titikshavi.
by Ava. Why Av? Ukara followed by Ikara only. U is equal letter, right?
Ik followed by
Yes.
H. Followed by H.
What's Sandhi then? U is equal letter. U followed by E. What's Sandhi?
Yan Sandhi.
What is, why you say I Sandhi? I Shambhaviji. Ayadi Sandhi.
No, not Ayadi.
Yan
I
Sandhi.
think
What Sandhi? Yen Sandhi or Ayadi Sandhi?
Yan.
Yan Sandhi.
Very good.
Titiksh.
How many of you say Ayadi Sandhi?
Ayyo.
Nobody. How many of you say Yen Sandhi?
I said.
All of you, right?
Yes.
But I say both are wrong.
Okay.
Both are wrong. What is the answer? What is the answer? Prakash ji, you're not saying anything. You're just a spectator.
Tikshur mein.
Huh?
Tikshur mein. Imau.
Yeah. Titikshu, not tikshu. Tikshur. Read properly.
Tikshur mein.
No, read properly.
Titikshur.
Titikshu only, not sure. Titikshu.
Imau.
Ooh,
plus E.
what? What is ooh? What is imau? Okay, forget about ooh. What is imau?
Imau.
The Pullingam Dvivachanam.
I am imau. What about titikshu? What is the pradipadikam of titikshu? Like mumukshu, right?
Titiksha.
Yuyutsu. How do you
Titiksha.
decline mumukshu?
Titikshwa.
Titiksha.
How do you decline mumukshu? Tell me.
Ayyo.
Mumukshu.
Shavaha.
Mumukshu. Come on, you know Guru Shabda, right? Why are you thinking so much? Huh? Simple question I'm asking.
Mumukshava.
That's wrong. Mumukshu, not mumukshav. Always Rama Shabda only, huh? You never move forward.
Guruhu, Guru, Guravaha.
Guru, Guru,
Guru.
Guravaha.
Guravaha.
Mumukshu,
Correct.
Mumukshu, Mumukshavaha. If you don't know
Mumukshavaha.
Shabda, then gone.
This is
Titikshu, Titikshu, Titikshavah.
yeah.
Dvivachanam ending with oo.
Okay,
Ikara, ukara,
No,
gekara, when followed by a vowel, sandhi will not happen.
Done.
Prakriti bhavaha. Prakash ji is correct.
Yes.
Titikshu will remain as it is. And you are saying ayadi sandhi and yen sandhi. Huh? What will I do?
Yeah.
Huh? Shouldn't be alert. Sandhi with no sandhi. Prakriti bhavaha. Titikshu imau remains as it is. Huh? You see, sandhi should make you think, but sandhi should not, should not read sandhi for the first time as though you are reading. Huh? Don't show surprise. This earlier we have seen this.
Yes, sir.
Prakriti bhavaha. Have you heard this is there in the previous document?
It
It
was
is phonetical maintenance without any euphonic modification. Sabhavena avastitihi. Prakriti kavi plus etau. Kavi etau only yan sandhi will not happen. Agni plus iti. Vayu. Titikshu plus iti. Same thing. Vayu plus iti. So, prakrigya, the word you know. Prakrigya meaning Vivachananta of the words, words ending with ikara, ukara, ekara. This is called Prakrigyam. This is Prakrigya Sandhi. No Sandhi will happen.
Can you
Understand?
explain one more time? Prakriti Bhav Sandhi.
I have to go to become Prakriti now. Going back.
Because
Even though the situation is conducive for Sandhi, it will not happen. That is called Prakriti Bhavaha. First of all, Prakriti Bhavaha. There are many Prakriti Bhava. Among them, one is what is Prakrigyam? The Sanya, do you remember? What is Prakrigyam?
Second.
Please see our notes in class, all these things we have seen before. Ikaranta, Ukaranta, Ekaranta, Dvivachanam.
Devach.
Where Ikara is there? Harihi, Hari. Guru, Guru, Ukaranta. Ekaranta, Rama, Rame, Mala, Male. Right? And that should be Dvivachanam, not any other Vachanam. Dvivachanam of the Dvivachana form of the Shabda, any Shabda, ending with Ikara, Ukara, Ekara. Ikara, Ukara will be for Ikaranta, Ukaranta Shabda. Ekara will be for Akaranta Shabda, Rama, Rame. Right? So those Shabda, they enjoy the Sanya Prakrigyam. So when Prakrigyam is followed by a word beginning with a vowel, no Sandhi will happen. No Sandhi will happen. That is called Prakriti Bhavaha. Prakriti Bhava Sandhi means Sandhi will not happen. That is called Prakriti Bhavaha. So Prakriti Sandhi, otherwise Prakriti Sandhi can call by the name itself. Understand?
Yes, sir.
So Titikshu is a Pratipadikam. So when you see the word in the example here, Imov is there. Imov is Dvivachanam. The Titikshu must be, if you say Titikshu Shabda, Dvivachanam, Titikshu, then gone. Nothing can be done. Where is Titikshu? Is it a Titiksha Rama Shabdavat? Who is the Ukaranta ending?
Guru.
Is Guru Shabdavat. Titikshu, Guru. So because ending with U, this enjoys Sanya Prakrigya. Now Prakrigya followed by a bubble. Prakriti Bhavaha, no Sandhi will apply. Understand? We are alert. It shows we are not alert. That's what it shows.
This I may have forgotten this, like I am studying for the.
Because repeatedly yan sandhi, dirgha sandhi, saguna sandhi, avadhan sandhi, all sandhi, the sandhis are not seen. Suddenly this sandhi comes, you forget that one. But the problem is, that is, you have to go through this sandhi again and again and then retain this all these things. This is as I told, exceptions have to be remembered. You are remembering Utsarga, you are not remembering the exceptions.
Mm.
Always you cannot apply the Utsarga. You have to remember the exceptions. When exceptions are not applicable, then only Utsarga is. The moment a sandhi is given, immediately you just apply Utsarga. This is the wrong approach. Just hold for some time. Just think whether any exceptions is applicable. You have your notes like that accordingly. What exceptions could be there for this? Rule out all those exceptions. Arrive at the Utsarga. Same thing with the N also, Nakara also. Therefore, Melanam. Who said Melanam? Brahman plus Atitihi, Melanam. Did anyone thought about Nyotagama Sandhi? Your mind was so narrow. Oh, chow letter not there. Therefore, that Anunasika, the Repanuswar Sandhi will not happen. Therefore, Melanam. But how many of you thought Nyamutagama Sandhi? You didn't think or not? It's what? Yes, you should have the overall thing, everything, have overall view. So you see, Sandhi itself makes us our buddhi function, and then so all these things should be have, and that mind, that buddhi is required. That you have to develop. Sanskritam makes it happen. So we should, as Swami always says, mental lethargy is the most dangerous thing. But for Vedantin, mental lethargy, see anything, any system, body system can go wrong, not the mind. Mind should be always very sharp and alert. And for Vedanta, it is important. Because our problem is only with this buddhi only. This samsara is not with other things, right? Only with the buddhi. The mind has to be intact. Even to act sanely in the world, buddhi has to be always alert and sharp. That is why Gayatri mantra, what we ask, Dhiyo Yonav Prachodayat. If buddhi is gone, this karma and all, it's a concept, philosophy, it's okay, fine. If whatever may be your karma, if buddhi is intact, the karma also cannot touch you. If you're not very smart and sharp how to act in the situation, we have buddhi, then you can escape from that, all those. Maybe some certain things you have to experience physically, fine, but you will remain unaffected. Either way, if something cannot be avoided, your buddhi will, you will be ready to accept also. There is no repentance, there is no resistance. So that problem will not be a problem. Or if intelligently you do something, think and act, then also it is solved. But you should be available. That one Subhashita we read, no? Vinashakale viparita buddhihi. That really as it's an eye-opening Subhashita it is. So there is no Vinashakala, I mean, no this, no Sade Sati or something like that. It's all our buddhi only. It's see Sanskritam, how it helps to have that Vedanta buddhi. We need this buddhi for Vedanta approach. That's why Sanskritam is important. I keep emphasizing this to many of the students, even in curriculum and all. But always we take a shock to it. Oh, Sanskritam very difficult. Okay, we try to skip that. So, Vyakaran say kya karna? What is important? It makes us very alert at every point. So Vedanta is all about being alert, right? I mean,
Yes.
I see overall how all these things are integrated in the study of Vedanta. So it is so something beyond our human understanding. All these studies are integrated into the Vedantic study understanding. Amazing. And that too, Vyakaranam is only a part. There are other systems, other things also that we don't know. At least Vyakaranam, we can specialize because that is what I also know only. Other things, maybe Shiksha Shastra, not that much, application of Buddhis involved. That's knowledge only. But here, when it comes to Vyakaranam, yes, you have to be very alert. And that is alertness, same alert is required for understanding Vedanta also. So this buddhi helps anyway. It's a, therefore think accordingly. By practice it will come over a period of time. Because you said there's Melanam, I also would have carried by. But suddenly I woke up. I was from sleep. Hey, come on, how can it be that? Brahmanatitiki cannot be Melanam. That means Amrittagama Sandhi. But that file you have to open in your head. What possibility is there? Something Melanam will happen. No. Okay, anyway. Shotradini Indriyani. This is, don't think too much. What Sandhi is that? Now we become alert. Every step we are very careful. But where we have to be careful, there we miss it. The Swamiji's story is there, no?
Nelavu.
Exactly. That in village, that even now also you will find the threshold, the entry will be, the low level. You have to bend and go inside. But this intelligent person, he will be very careful. From 1 meter away onwards, he will keep on bending his head and enter. The moment he enters the threshold, he lifts his head and gets a bump on the head. This is being too alert. Anyway, that alert is also not required. We just be alert, understand this. Okay. Now, coming back now, this Sandhi. Okay. Okay. Sadrisham Trishulingeshu Sarvasu cha Vibhaktishu.
Sadrisham Trishulingeshu Sarvasu cha Vibhaktishu.
Sarvasu cha Vibhakti. Now Sarvasu cha. Sarvasu is Saptami Ekavachanam of Sarva Shabda. Vachaneshu cha Sarveshu Yanno Vyeti Tadavyayam.
Vachaneshu cha Sarveshu Yannam Veti Tadavyayam.
Suresh, you are saying, making it Dirga. Vachaneshu only, not Vachaneshu cha Sarveshu. It will not become Dirga. Okay. Now, let us, yeah. Tiptasji.
Tiptaschi.
Siptastha.
Siptastha.
Mipasmas.
Mipvasmas.
Ta atamjha.
To atamjha.
Thas atham dvam.
Thas atham dhvam.
It bagi maging.
It vahi mahing.
Titaha anti.
Titaha anti.
Sitaha tha.
Sitha tha.
Mi vaha maha.
Mi vahama.
Te gite ante.
Te ite ante.
Se gite dve.
Se ite dve.
Ye vahe mahe.
Ye vahe mahe.
Okay. We have to do some translation anyway. We don't have time. I will come here. In the last class, we saw how to know whether dhatu is Parasmepadi or Atmanepadi. It's easy. If you see a dhatu with the it letter, Nakara is it letter, then the dhatu is Atmanepadi, number one. Or dhatu having the Anunasika ach, nasalized ach or it letter. Please note, nasalized vowels are not the part of, it's not the content of the dhatu, it is a packing letter. Anunasika ach, in fact, that's a rule. Ach upadeshe ajarunasika it sutram is there. Anunasika ach, nasalized vowels are it letter. Can you give one example which we have come across in our limited, knowledge, study of Sanskrit? We have come across, even before seeing this, one nasalized vowel. Where it is?
Lun in Maheshwara Sutra.
Very good. That lun is there. What is lun? The la with the nasalized, that is there, which is it letter. What is the content of yan? Yan pratyahara. Yava.
Yavara.
Lakara only we take, right? Lakara. We don't. What happened to Nasika, Arunasika, Ach? That is it letter, right? Yes. So dhatus are the Arunasika Ach, meaning it letter. Because it is a vowel, it can have swara, and the swara, if it is anudata, then the dhatu is atmanepadi. When these two are not satisfied, then you can safely assume the dhatu has to be parasmepadi.
Parasmepadi.
Simple, right? Okay. Then there are that's what you see the example. This is in my document is there. Please see. You are having the document. Shung dhatu. This is the ngit dhatu. Therefore, atmanepadi. Dung dhatu. Dung dhatu. Ngit dhatu. Atmanepadi. Seeing dhatu. Seeing. Swapne to sleep. It is also atmanepadi. Then dhatu. Jani. E is the Anunasika Chita letter, and it is having the swara Anudata, therefore it is Atmanepadi. Okay. Similarly, Eda Vruddho. So we will see some of the dhatus from the Dhatu Pata. I thought of doing something else also, but we don't have time. Okay, then we will see some, and then Kriya Padam will be later. I'm just randomly taking. You can do it. Now I think you can do. Okay, please see on the right side. 276. Dhatu is Gupu. Don't see Parasmaya. Parasmaya is a little bit there. Okay. Gupu Rakshane. U is it letter. Okay. How do you know this Dhatu is Parasmaya Atmanepadi? Don't see that. Parasmaya. So we have to know the packing letter. Packing letter U is that. That is U is a it letter. Unless we know the swara, we cannot know whether it Parasmipadi or Atmanepadi. To know swara, you see that group. C291. Kupadayaha. Udataha. Udatetaha. Udatetaha means Udata itaha. Udata is only for the verbal, and the verbal is ita letter. Right? So if it is ita letter means then it will be nasalized verbal. Anunasika ach. And Anunasika, that ach, the verbal has a swara udata, not anudata. Therefore, dhatu is Parasmepadi. Okay, what about japa dhatu, for example? Japa, manasecha, japa. Here also we have two vowels. Ja, a, one vowel. And pa, that a is Anunasika ach. Yes or no? Right? Japa. That a is Anunasika. That swara of the Anunasika is Udata. Therefore, dhatu is Parasmepadi. That is why we have Japati, Japataha, Japanti, Japasi, Japataha, Japata. Even Jalpa also. Jalpa is prattling. Jalpa. Ja, the bubble, which is Ananunasika ach. And that even though Chandrabindu is not there, but we have to understand because it is given. Dhatus having two vowels. One vowel is Ananunasika ach, non-nasalized. Other one is nasalized. The nasalized vowel has swara udata. Therefore, it is Parasmai Padi, Jalpati. Therefore, we can add the pratyati, taha, anti, si, taha, ta, mi, vaha, maha. Understand? In Latlakara. Similarly, for Atmanepadi, what we have to do? Atmanepadi, here, Ghini, Guni, Ghrni. So here also the last letter E. It is nasalized vowel. Anunasika ach. Now, depending on the swara, it will be determined whether they are Parasmipadi or Atmanepadi. So to see that, we require that statement. You see, 299. Ginyadayaha udattaha anudattetaha. Because anudattetaha, that Anunasika as is swara anudatta, therefore they are Atmanepadi. Therefore, you can add te, ite, ante. Suppose we'll take one dhatu, gin, and just randomly taking. Okay, let us do that. Gini dhatu. See, all these are now it's easy for you to do it. And because we have this first conjugation is easy. The dhatu may not be important. We have not come across. This is dhatu is gini. E is ita letter. Content is gin. Now, what will be the parasmai? What will be the prathama purusha ekavachana rupam? Gin plus
Ginati.
not ginatiya.
So,
Atmanepada already we have said,
Sorry,
Gi-
sorry. Ginati.
right?
Te.
This is Atmanepada. Gin plus te. Next step is
Te.
Ginete.
Nete.
Correct.
gin.
Got it, got it.
Shab gana vikarna will come.
Kan.
Then gin is the anga for shab. Don't forget the steps.
Hmm.
And gin plus shab is the anga for te. And shab is sarvadhatuka pratyaya. Can it do angakarya? Yes or no?
Yes.
Then who said ginete? Something they say. Huh? How's the form now? What's the form now? Form is not what you say.
Ginte.
Not
Ginate.
gin. Come on.
Gin.
Think.
He
Ginate.
upada letter is an ik letter.
Therefore, it will take
Guna letter.
guna. Ge it will become.
Hmm.
Yes or no?
Gain.
Huh?
Yes, yes.
Then
Yes.
gain plus
Another
shab,
te.
content of shab is a, then te. Right? So gain plus a is ghena. Who said ginate? Hmm? Shouldn't you watch for the angakarya? Gain. Upada is short ik. Gena plus te now. Gain plus a gena, gena plus te. This is sarvadhatuka
Apit.
apit pratyaya. For angakarya to happen, it should be sarvadhatuka pit pratyaya. Therefore, this pratyaya cannot cause angakarya, and also angakarya not possible because anga ending with
Akara.
adantanga. Angakarya not possible. If anga ending with a, then now it is possible. Preceding cannot be a short vowel also. Preceding cannot be vowel also. It is nakara, consonant. Therefore, genate. Once you have genate, then other forms are easy. Genate, genete,
Gainante.
then genase,
Gainate.
genete,
Gainate.
Ganadve.
Gainatve.
genate.
Gene.
Gene.
Genamahe, genamahe.
Gainamahe. Gainamahe.
So this dhatu, I've never seen this dhatu and all. Just any dhatu now, with what you have learned, you can take any dhatu, barring the Vishesha dhatus, special dhatus, you can do. Okay. But here it is not genate, because there's something is there, but I didn't do it deliberately. But I can tell that now. So it is genate, we said, right? This form also is wrong actually. But you say ginate, that is not ginate. Number one, that mistake you have to correct. Angakarya happens. Right?
Yes.
Whether you told correctly, knowingly or not, I don't know. But angakarya also will not happen. It is in fact ginate only, not genate. Why? Because one more extra point. This is not important, but here context has come. I took this dhatu, whatever, by mistake or whatever it is. I just took it. It's okay. This Atmanepadi dhatu. Now, you see, here ikara as ita letter, right? Some dhatus has got akara as ita letter. Some dhatu has got ikara as ita letter. Like we saw the dhatu jani. There we have the dhatu, the jani, e is the ita letter, right? Ikara. That ita letter has got some purpose. E as ita letter has got some purpose. Some dhatu has got O as ita letter. O dhatu. That's a dhatu, Oshtvi. Oshvi. Yeah, some dhatu is Oha Tyage is there. Some dhatus. So here, dhatu having ikara as ita letter has got something significant. Then this is the dhatu which is ikara is ita letter, right? Therefore, I can refer to the dhatu as ikara is it. Ikara is it. Therefore, I can refer to as idit dhatu. Dhatu is ikara is it. Idit.
Idit.
Idit means ikara is it. That's called idit. Okay. If ukara is idit, then it is called
Ugit.
Udit.
No, not if ukara is it. If ukara is it, the dhatu is
Ugit.
udit.
Udit.
Oh,
If
Udit.
ikara is idit, the dhatu is idit.
Idit.
If ikara is it, the dhatu is
Id.
idit. If ukara is it, the dhatu is udit.
Udit.
Okay. Now here in this case, ikara is it letter, dhatu idit. Idit dhatus will take nun agama, num agama. Therefore, num agama, one agama, nuk agama, nakara will come here. It will come. I should not have taken this dhatu. Anyway, I have done. Let me do the justification for this. It will get one num agama. That is the significance of dhatu being. This information will be useful later. Content of num is nakara.
Nakara.
Nakara and nakara. Now, what will happen? Nakara and nakara coming together. Sandhi, you have to do. What Sandhi?
Nakara will be replaced by Nakara. It will be
Ukara. Mudanya.
Stutvam.
Stutvam will happen. Therefore, no other Sandhi will happen. Okay. This is not Padanta nakara. Nakara followed by Chau. Therefore, it will be Ginna. Ginna. This is a new dhatu. I mean, not new dhatu. This is a dhatu. It's not new dhatu. That's wrong. Huh? So this is a dhatu. That dhatu only we have to take. If we take that dhatu now, very interesting. You can see, shap will come, right? Can it cause Angakarya? Question comes. What is the last letter? Last letter is not equivalent.
It's a
Penalty
halal.
make. That is also not equal letter.
Mhm.
Therefore, gi cannot become gay. Therefore, it will be gin only. Therefore, ginna only. Therefore, form is ginnate. You see how it has become now. You say ginati. Ginate, ginate, something you said, that's wrong. Then genate, that form also we did, that is also wrong. So it is ginnate, ginnate, ginnante. So like that, so many things are there. It will come. But this is an important thing you have to note. Okay. Idit dhatus, we can call now. Idit dhatus will take num agama. Idit dhatus will, it says rule. Idito num dhatoho, when sutram is there, will take num agama. First you have to do add the agama and then only you have to do other karyas. Therefore, whenever idit dhatus you have, be alert. Okay, now you see the dhatu pata. Find out the dhatus are idit or not. See the dhatu kosha, not dhatu pata. Dhatu kosha. Now let us do. Iki. Content is ik. Dhatu is idit or not? Yes or no?
Yes.
The easy the dhatu kosha has helped us by giving, adding numagama and then doing what? The iki has become ink. How does it become
Then,
ink? Sandhi, pure Sandhi. The dhatu is
Anuna.
iki dhatu, iki. Idit dhatu will get
Anunas.
numagama. Numagama comes. Yes. Now, nakara is apadanta nakara, followed by kakara is a jal letter. Therefore,
Yes.
becomes anuswara. Anuswara followed by a letter. Parasavarna. Sandhi or not? Sandhi.
Yes.
Then we get ink. Now, once you have ink, add shap plus te. Dhatu is atmanepadi dhatu. Dhatu is atmas. I think it must be atmanepadi. No, sorry, parasmipadi it is given. It means ye must be having the swara, not anudata. Must be different from
Udata.
anudata. Therefore, it is parasmipadi. Now, ink plus shap plus ti.
Inkati.
Inkati,
Ingati.
Inkati, inkataha, inkanti, inkasi, inkataha, inkata, inkami, inkavaha,
Kavaha.
inkamaha. Right?
Kavaha.
So we can see from this now dhatu kosha if we have, from that we can understand why the form of the dhatu in the third column given like that, because the dhatu is idit dhatu. Similarly, the next one, igi. Igi is dhatu is
Idit.
Idit dhatu. Therefore, same thing will happen. Nakara will come, Anuswara, then Parasavarna will happen. Right? Okay, what about Idi? Idi
Idi is
also, Idit dhatu. Numagama comes in the, then in the, then when you add shab, it will become in the Parasmapati dhatu, indati, indataha, indanti. Please note Ikara only, Rasva Ikara. Similarly, Ivi will become, Numagama will come in. Understand? Similarly, Iki. Here we have Iki. Ikara is the letter. Therefore, Num will come. Inkati, Inkataha, Inkanti. Similarly, Uki will become
Unk.
Ung.
Unk.
Uchi will become
Unch.
Numagama will come. Num Apadanta Nakara will become Anuswara followed by Parasavana. Don't apply Shuttam, because Shuttam comes before Shuttam, that Apadanta Nakara becoming Anuswara happens first. Similarly, what about Undi? Nothing will happen. This is not Rasva Ikara. Dirgha Ikara is Ita letter. Don't try. Similarly, so many Idit dhatus. Riji will become Rinj. Okay, I want you to find minimum 10 Idit dhatus from the Dhatu Kosha, which already have sent the document to you. 10 Idit dhatus, first conjugation only. And do the Latlakara Rupam. Okay. 10 Idit dhatus, there are many are there, you can easily find out. And then do the Latlakara Rupam. Okay, that's his homework. Please try. You can start searching from Kavarga onwards. You can see 10 Idit dhatus. Okay, 10. If not 10, if you find more, at least 5 Idit dhatus and do the Latlakara Rupa. Okay. Fine. We'll stop here. Any doubts? So Idit dhatus will take Numagama. This is not a Sandhi. This is a rule. This is one type of Angakarya. Okay. Fine. We'll stop here. Any doubts? So you have to do homework, then only you will understand. Idit dhatus taking Numagama is simple. After that, applying Sandhi, if possible, then do the derivations. Okay. We'll stop here. Next class, we will take up this Idit dhatu. I myself will do some, but you do some. Om Purnamadav Purnamidham Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. I kept Subhashita Mandal open, but we don't have time. We'll see next class. Dhanyavadaha.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
Dhanyavada.
Any doubts with regard to Idit? Udit? Ikara is Ita letter, simple. Ikara is it in which dhatu? That dhatu is called Idit dhatu. Dhatu Kosha you have, find out. Good exercise. So you know Atmanepadi, Parasmepadi, Idit. Slowly get all the information required for further, conjugations. Further, the other things which you are going to learn. Other topics.
Yes, sir.
Dhanyavada.
Dhanyavada, Acharya ji.